Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Let's dive into Bitcoin, guys. We're starting out on the zoomed-in 2-hour chart. I want to jump into the macro view here, but just to recap real quick, we had price action come below our yellow line down here. Had that huge push yesterday, broke through the channel. Our red line right here, our range lows, and that blue line. And then it came up and met this green line, which was just the technical target. Should this have been an inverse head and shoulders pattern, where we kind of have a neckline, something like that. And you take down from the neckline down to your candle body, and you move that to your point of break. And you can see I drew it a little bit more rough, but there you go. You had a technical target to the upside right there on that potential inverse head and shoulders, guys. So that's what we're looking at right now. We're running back into these range highs over here, as potential resistance as well. And if we zoom over to total crypto market cap, we have gotten above that line and now making a push up here to these next resistance levels, which the next one's at approximately 1.95 trillion right there, which is nice to see, right? I said we need to get back above this, hold it. That's where we can see continuation right there. So we have some money kind of leaking into altcoins right here as Bitcoin's kind of staying a little bit stagnant. But what I wanted to show y'all today is if we put on our EMAs, turn off our drawings, and we get out to the 1 week chart, okay? I've shown y'all these charts before. I've showcased this about a week or two ago on total crypto market cap and on Bitcoin right here, okay? So we go back and we look at the similarity between this price action here and our price action here, where we had a peak, we came down, bounce off the 50 EMA, bounce off our 50 EMA right here, or sorry, our 100-day EMA, 100-day EMA in green, 100-day EMA in green. And now I'm making that push up here on Bitcoin and same thing on total crypto market cap, okay? So we'll start off here on total crypto market cap where we came down, we met that 100-day and are now coming up and we got a perfect denial right here off our 20 EMA on the weekly chart, okay? And if we look right here, we've come down, met the 100-day EMA, and are now getting close to that 20 EMA on the weekly chart, which currently stands at about 2.007, 2.01 or so, kind of right in that range, just a little bit above 2 trillion, okay? So remember that, guys, just a little bit above 2 trillion is where that 20-week EMA is, where we could see a potential denial if it were to be any similar price action right here, as this 20, okay, is on the verge potentially of crossing below the 50. Again, I'm not saying this will happen or definitively will happen. I'm just showcasing one possible scenario that looks similar to a previous, set of price action right here. Okay, guys. So again, if this were, just for reference, when we had this first candle push up right here, we had, similar right now what we have, the EMAs were approximately 8% apart or so, right about 8% apart. And if we look at these EMAs and we measure how far apart they are, right now they're currently sitting about, let's get our tool, they're certainly about 8% apart right now. Okay, so that's just another similarity in that price action where you say, well, the EMAs aren't as close as they were right here. Well, yeah, they are. If you measure from this EMA right here, they're, about the same exact, space apart right there, where they don't have to cross over here. But again, I'm just showcasing this one potential scenario, not the scenario. Again, total crypto market cap came up, got denied off the 20. We could potentially looking at a denial off the 20 right here and still have that further downside, guys. So again, I'm loving this price action. I'm loving this push up. But I'm going to stay grounded. I'm going to stay realistic until we've, really done some, higher moves right here, guys. Okay. If we go over to Bitcoin, similar situation, guys, where total crypto market cap got denied off the 20, Bitcoin was actually able to come up in previous price action. It ran into the 20 where it first met its denial. Okay. So we had a candle from the bottom all the way up to where it met resistance at the 20 at approximately 21%. Okay, and if we look right here, our candle from the bottom to where it's now running into resistance at the 20 EMA is right about 19, almost 20%. Okay, so very similar right there. So if total crypto market cap gets denied at the 20, okay, so we have a little bit more push up here and meet that 20 EMA on the weekly chart, that would allow Bitcoin to potentially do what it did back here, where it has that next push up just slightly higher than the 20 EMA like we did right here, okay, where we had that slight push up higher than 20 EMA before falling back down, okay. So that would just allow another similarity in this price action where total crypto market cap has a little bit more room to work to go up. Bitcoin could do something like this where we, get that slight push up and still see further downside, guys, again, as that 20 is on the verge of crossing below that 50 EMA right here. That 20 is on the verge of crossing below that 50-week EMA right here, guys. So again, we go back, flash back to total crypto market cap. Remember I said that 20-week EMA was just slightly higher than 2 trillion, okay, kind of sitting 2.01 or so. So if we put our drawings back on, we take off our EMAs, and let's go see what we have going on here when we zoom in. So if we were to come up here and we look at where resistance levels are at that I already had marked for y'all, that 20-week EMA is now going to be right in this level, okay? Just so happens that it's meeting up here right in this level, okay, where this resistance is going to be at. And it also just so happens to be where we have to break this higher high, okay? This is a high that I've said we've needed to break for weeks now. We do have some local highs here, which if we get above these is great. Yes, we do need to break those, but this is the main high that has to be broken. Come up, break this high, hold it, and that's where we could see continuation, guys. Otherwise, what I'm saying in layman's terms is that whenever we get up here into this level, whatever price Bitcoin is at, whatever price any coin is at, when total crypto market cap is coming up into this level, it's meeting its 20-week EMA, it's trying to break this high right here to make a higher high, and running into this resistance level, I'm going to be extremely cautious right here, okay? And obviously if a short entry is there and it presents itself, then I'll certainly look at that. But I'm going to be extremely cautious in the market when we get up here, because there's a lot of information that says we could still see a denial here even after this huge push up here, which, again, if we flash back on that 1 week chart, turn off our drawings and pull up the EMAs, again, guys, we did the same exact thing back here where we had, that huge push up from the bottom, bear market's done, ran to the 20 and got denied. Had that huge push up from the bottom, potentially going to run to that 20, just slightly above 2 trillion and get denied there, guys. And that would put Bitcoin at approximately $48,000 or so. So, I'm thinking that's going to put Bitcoin kind of right in this range right here, potentially even coming up and meeting that level at 48.1 that I've had marked for y'all. But I'm potentially looking at it coming up and breaking these highs. And this is going to be where that denials, that, reversal zone would be when total crypto market cap is coming in and running to those levels there, where if we go back to our drawings, okay, again, whatever price, Bitcoin's at, I'm thinking it's going to be 47, 48K or so. Whatever price Bitcoin is at, when we come up and run into these levels right here, that is where I'm going to be extremely cautious, guys, okay? And what I also want to show you, which is just another piece of information, where if y'all remember, we were able to make a technical target off this lower time frame move right here of approximately $33,000 from our trend-based fib, okay, when we take our low to our high to our low right here, and we had a technical target of 43,000 that was now met right there, okay? You can see we came up, that's where we kind of, wicked back down, held it as support, and that's where we had that push higher, and then we met that inverse head and shoulders target right here. But we can also make a technical target off this larger move right here. That now this is obviously a bottom. This is obviously a bottom. We have, this large mid time frame move right here. So we can take a technical target from our bottom to our top here, and we pull it back down to our bottom. And where does that technical target also just happen to meet up? 47,196, guys. So that's just another, piece of information that says, when we get up here, when price is getting up here, when total crypto market cap is getting up here, right, that would probably put total crypto market cap somewhere in here when Bitcoin's at that price. I'm going to be extremely cautious, guys. I would love to see it come up. We break these highs, we hold this high, make a higher high, break through all this resistance. I would love to see it, but I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to stay grounded. I'm going to pay attention to, potential signs on those macro views where we could still see a denial here, guys, and potentially come down here and make a triple bottom right here, similar to what we did, over summer of 2021. Or if that were to fail, right, if this resistance were to fail, or sorry, the support were to fail, obviously that's where we could see, lower prices here. But again, guys, I'm telling you all this information that in layman's terms, that when total crypto market cap gets up here, because of all that information we're presented with, I'm going to be extremely cautious, guys, okay? So that's what we're looking at. If we go back here on Bitcoin and we just kind of analyze some of these lower time frame moves, we have highs here, and right here we have a high, a lower high, and now we're making a higher high here. We're essentially coming down and making the same highs here, right? If we go to these candle bodies, we're making pretty much the same highs across the board right here. But again, this RSI is getting extremely overbought here. If we go over to total crypto market cap, same story, where now we're coming up. We're actually making a lower high still here, even off this local high from here to here, where it's a lower high, but we're making a much higher high on that RSI, getting into that extreme overbought section right here. So again, we can't keep pushing too much without having some type of retracement, right? We can't keep on going up only forever without some type of retracement. Similar to right here, we can't go down forever, right? This was a huge downward. It seemed like we were just going to keep on going straight down, but we can't go down forever without coming back up. So we can't go up forever without coming back down. Okay, and just for reference, just to look at this was a straight down move of essentially 25%, and so far we've had essentially a straight up move so far of 16%. 25% would put it, oh well, look at that, 25% of only would put it right in that resistance level again. So that's what we're looking at, guys. Again, I'm just saying I'm going to be extremely cautious right here. I want to present all that macro information for y'all. So whatever price pretty much any coin is at, when total crypto market cap is right here, that's where I'm going to be extremely, extremely cautious, guys. So if you enjoyed the video today, if you found it helpful, if you enjoyed the information, throw a like down, throw a comment. Thanks for watching.